Hello there, my dear students. I am Miss Julian T. Parungao, your subject teacher in reading and writing skills. For today, I will teach you another corresponding letter in academic writing. So, despite of this pandemic situation, it is very important to improve and discover new learnings. So, let's read first this quotation. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams, by Eleanor Roosevelt. So just a trivia, she is an American political figure, a diplomat and activist. She is the First Lady of United States from 1933 to 1945. She is also the wife of the former President of United States, President Franklin Roosevelt. And when we are talking about this quotation, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams, meaning to say, if you believe onto your dreams, if you have the positive outlook in life, there is a big possibility onto you to have a better future. And another point is, if you believe in the law of attraction, so the more you believe that you can gain or achieve something, so the more better or a productive result that you can achieve in life. Okay, so next, for the objectives of our study today, identify the unique features of and requirements in composing academic writing. For number 1, define letter of application. Number 2, familiarize on the parts of cover letter. Number 3, the last but not the least, write a sample of an application letter using the tips and format. Okay, so I have here a jumbled letter. So what is the meaning? Okay, resume. So when we are talking about resume, it is a formal document that a job application creates to itemize his or her qualifications for a position. So resume, not resume, because they are different. It has 4 standards: chronological, functional, combination, and targeted. So always remember that resume is the best friend of our next topic. So I have here a collection of pictures: career, job, and then the hiring, opportunity, offer. So based from that picture, what do you think is our topic for today? Okay, very good. Writing an application letter. I will play a short video clip, so watch and listen carefully, because later on I will ask you some questions about the video. It talks about what? Okay, very good. So that video represents unemployment. So as you've noticed, the young man has a difficulty in applying for a job. So actually, according to the Philippine statistics, 8.7% of our populations are considered as under or as an unemployment. So because of the pandemic situations, there were so many Filipinos who lost their jobs. So I think what we can do is just to have strategies and make some extra efforts and think if what racket or some instant job that we can use in order to survive in this pandemic situation. So I think that video shows also a lesson that you should focus on your study. You should because once that you have a degree and you finish your study, it will somehow become easy for you or for us to apply for a new job or to find a new job. So you need to study more and be responsible on what you are doing. So after watching the short video clip, let us now define what is a letter of application. Letter of application, also known as a cover letter, is a document sent with your resume to provide additional information about your skills and experience to an employer. So it should be formative and detailed. So it is intended to provide detailed information on why you are a qualified candidate for the job. It should also let the employer know what position you are applying for, what makes you a strong candidate, why they should select you for an interview, and how you will follow up. And then here are some tips. Number 1, get off to a direct start. Second is offer something different than what's in your resume. So for the number 1, and the first part of your paragraph, you are writing mention the job title, company name, and also where you came across the job listing. And then for the second tips is you will tell a narrative report or a narrative story about your work experience and career. Okay, third, make a good case. So your first goal with this letter is to progress to the next step, an interview. Offer details about your experience and background that show why you are a good candidate. Then number 4, close with all the important details. Include a thank you at the end of your letter. You can also share your contact information. So it helps a lot, I think. So for the 4 major key parts of a cover letter. Number 1, cover letterhead. So add your name, current phone number, and email address. Then cover letter salutation. A professional greeting, preferably include the name of the employer. So there's a good points onto that. Number 3, cover letter body. Part of cover letter that actually consists of 3 smaller parts. The first, second, and third paragraph. So the first paragraph, the hook. Second, make an offer. Then third, call to action. Then fourth, cover letter closing. So part of the cover letter where you thank the hiring managers for his or her time. So use professional sign-ups such as sincerely or kindly regards. Okay, so what else? Now let's proceed to the guess what activity. So what you're going to do is to identify what parts of the letter is shown on each example. I think it will become easy for you. Okay, number 1, Justin and M. Amarzolo, then the complete address, contact number, then the email. Okay, the answer is letterhead. It identifies his or her addresses. Then, number 2, I think this one is simple. July 1, 2021. Okay, it is date. Placed between the letterhead and inside
address. Then number 3, Dr. Lourdes M. Tunguhan. Okay, the inside address, wherein identifies the reader's name, position. 4 is Dear Sir, Dear Mrs. Tunguhan. What part of letter is this? Okay, salutation, because it refers to the writer's greetings to the reader. Next. Okay, good day. I am Justin M. Morsolo, a fresh graduate from Far Eastern University. I am writing to express blah blah blah, and that is body. Okay, that contains the message of the letter. Next. Respectfully yours, very truly yours, sincerely yours, cordially yours is an example of very good complimentary clause. Refers to the expression used at the end of a letter. Then, number 7, Justine M. Amarsolo, the applicant. That is the signature black. Includes the signature and the type name of the sender. Actually, you can capitalize the name of the said applicant. So, let's see if you learn. So, here's the question. What is an application letter? If you find a letter which is insufficient, what are you going to do? What are the parts of a cover letter? Why is it important to learn the steps on how to write an application letter? And then, for number 5, is emotions and attitudes affect in writing an application letter? How do you say so? Let's answer it. For number 1 question, what is an application letter? So here's the answer. It is a document sent with your resume to provide additional information about your skills and experience to an employer. Number 2 question, if you find your letter which is insufficient, what are you going to do? So according to the answer of one of my students, I will recheck the parts of my letter and add more information that will help my letter to become more attractive and presentable to the readers. Okay. The third question, what are the parts of a cover letter? So, as I mentioned a while ago, we have the 4 major parts. So, the first one is cover letter header. 2 is cover letter salutation. 3rd is the cover letter body. And then the 4th one is cover letter closing. So, 4th question, why is it important to learn the steps on how to write an application letter? So, here's the answer. It is important to learn because we can use and apply this in the near future, especially when we are trying to find or apply for a job after we finish the K-12 program. And then the last but not the least question is emotions and attitudes affect in writing an application letter? How do you say so? I think yes, it might affect in our application letter because cover letters serve as the reflection of our work and life experiences. So, what I can suggest is to find your motivation in life and reasons why you are applying for a job or that particular job, and you should have the full dedication and desire. That's why it is a must. So those were the answers that I gathered from some of my students, and that is the end of my presentation or discussions in this afternoon. Okay, so thank you for your listening, and you are hired. Bye.